My name is Anna. Did he hide a secret? Today is my wedding day. I stand near the aisle. I feel my hands shake. The groom smiles at me. Guests clap and look happy. I try to be calm, but I feel wrong. I think of the vow I will say. I think of the bouquet in my hand. I see my friends and family. I listen to music and pretend to smile. I hear the groom whisper. I feel a quiet hurt. I do not know the truth. I feel betrayed in a small way. I must find the truth before the ceremony. Suddenly a memory comes back. The story of one photo and one lie begins now. My name is Anna. I wake early on my wedding day. I sit on the bed and breathe. The dress is on a chair. I touch the lace. My phone is on the table. I open it with shaking hands. A photo is there. I see my groom with another woman. They smile. They are close. My heart stops. I call my friend, Maria. Look, I say. I found this photo. Maria is quiet. She says, maybe it is old. I say, it is recent. I saw it last night. My mind moves fast. I remember a small message on his phone. He said, busy at work. He lied. I read the message again. It says, see you at the cafe. I feel a cold fear. I think of the toast at the reception. I think of my vow. I think of the groom and his smile. I dress slowly. I try to fix my hair. The mirror shows a woman who looks tired. I go to the ceremony place. Guests sit and talk. My father walks with me to the aisle. I walk and breathe. My legs feel heavy. I see my groom at the end. He looks happy and calm. I feel a small boil of anger. I want to ask him. I want to shout. I stop. I put the bouquet to my chest. I remember Maria whispering, maybe ask later. I think, do I ruin the day? I do not want a big scene. I step forward and listen to the music. The minister opens his book. The groom takes my hands. He looks in my eyes and says, you look beautiful. I say nothing. I hear my own voice in my head. I wish for a clear truth. The ceremony moves slowly. The guests clap. A guest stands and laughs. My mind pulls back to the photo. I want to know when and why. A memory hits me like a small stone. I remember a night 2 weeks ago. I remember a car key and a ring of light. I remember a name I never heard before. Then my memory blinks. My day moves forward and I have one question. Did he betray me? My name is Anna. After the ceremony, I sit at the reception table. Guests talk and eat. People give a toast. My hands hold a glass. I try to smile. The groom moves beside me. He laughs with friends. I watch him. I remember the photo again. My mind will not stop. I step outside to breathe. The garden is cool. I open my phone. The photo glows again. I tap it and the image changes. The woman is not the same. Her face is blurred. I shake my head. Then the world turns odd. I feel a pull in my chest. I close my eyes. I wake up in my bedroom again. The dress is on the chair. The same morning happens again. I breathe hard. I check my phone. The photo is there again. I go through the day once more. The ceremony, the aisle, the vow, the bouquet. Each time, I see a little new thing. One time I hear a whisper at the reception. One time I see the groom step away from his table and look at a small note. Another time I find a receipt in his coat. The day repeats like a song. I learn in small steps. I watch the groom more closely. I listen when he talks to his friend. I learn that he left for a short time the night before. He said it was to fix a rental car. He smiled and told no one. I find a cafe name on a receipt. I go there in one loop. The barista says, he left this note. I open it. The note says, I am sorry. I must tell her the truth. Meet me at the park at 9. I feel a rush. I think the note is for me. I run back through the day again in the loop. I wait by the park in a new loop. The groom arrives and sees me. He walks close and says, Anna, I never wanted to hide a secret. He looks sad. He says, I met her 2 weeks ago. She is my sister. I blink and ask, Sister? He nods. He explains a small story. He had kept the truth for worry. He did not tell me because he feared an objection from his family. I listen and feel a soft hurt. I also feel relief. Something in me still does not fit. The loops show small things I miss at first. I think of Maria and the woman in the photo. I think, why did he blur her face? The loop pushes me to look again and again. Each time I learn one small truth. I find a small video on his phone in one loop. It is a call. The woman says, tell her soon. She will understand. I hold the phone and cry. The loop is strange and slow. I know I must break it. I must find the final truth. My name is Anna. The loop brings me back one more time. I learn to watch small faces. I learn to read a soft look. I sit by the aisle. Guests wait for the next song. The groom stands near the altar. He looks toward the door. I see Maria near the back. She looks uneasy. I think of the video and the note. I walk to the groom before the vow. I take his hands. I say, "Please tell me now." He breathes and says, "I owe you the truth." He brings out an envelope. The guests are quiet. He shows a name in the envelope. It is a name I do not know. He reads, "To Anna. I was late to tell you. She is my sister, Lily." A woman rises from the guest seats. She walks to us. She holds my groom's hand. She looks like the woman in the photo. Her face is open and soft. She says, "I am Lily." She explains she was adopted. She met her brother 2 weeks ago. He wanted to meet her before his wedding. He had planned to tell me. He forgot when things got busy. He feared the family reaction. I feel my chest like heavy wood. I want to be angry. I want to feel justice for the lie. A guest stands and says a quick objection. The man says, "Stop. This is not the time." The minister looks sad. The groom folds his hands and says, "Anna, I should have told you. I am sorry." The room holds its breath. I look at Lily. She speaks gently. She says, "I did not mean to cause pain. I wanted to know my family." I think of the toast at the reception. I remember the smiles and hidden looks. Memory pieces fit like a small puzzle. I remember seeing the groom step away and read a note. I did not know then that he was nervous. I feel injustice. I wanted to be right and to call him a liar. But now I see more. The loops gave me moments to watch and to hear. They gave me the chance to learn the truth slowly. I step back and breathe. I look at my groom. He waits for my reply like a child. I hold the bouquet tight. I feel the weight of the day. The guests watch my face for the next move. I have a choice. I can break the vow now, or I can ask for time to think. I take one long breath. My heart is full of many small truths now. My name is Anna. I choose truth and calm. I say to the groom, "You should have told me before." He nods and cries. I feel the pain of betrayal. I also feel a small relief. The day taught me to listen. The loops gave me time to learn the facts. I forgive him slowly, not in a single word. We walk to the aisle together and pause. We do not finish the vow. We stop the ceremony and move to a small room. The guests stay for a brief reception, and the toast waits. I ask for time. We call our families and we speak. Lily speaks with her new brother. Maria helps me breathe. We plan a small meeting with both families for next week. I learn that justice is not always loud. Justice can be quiet. The lesson is to ask questions and to listen to answers. I tell myself that anger is okay, but truth matters more. For English learners, this story has simple words like vow, bride, groom, guest, aisle, bouquet, reception, toast, ceremony, and objection. Practice these words in your notes. Practice slow listening. Learn to ask why and to say, I need time. The day ends with a small hope. I plan a new conversation. I keep my heart open. I keep my vow to learn and to speak the truth in small, clear words.